Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Blitzball Champ is back once again with a brand new video here on the U to the Tube. Alright, tonight, gonna be doing a preview of WWE Survivor Series, which takes place tomorrow evening. Pre-show is at 6, and then the main card is at 7. Um, so before I get into this, there's just something that I had to point out that I just thought was really strange, out of the ordinary, and just flat out did not make any sense whatsoever. Now, I did catch Friday's SmackDown. Uh did anybody find it really weird and just like totally out of nowhere the fact that Drew McIntyre and Roman Reigns had a contract signing for a match at Survivor Series where neither title is on the line? Uh, Last time I checked, normally contract signings are supposed to be for title matches, where a title is on the line, contract signing. This contract signing segment that they had on SmackDown made no sense whatsoever for a Survivor Series champion versus champion match where neither belt is on the line. Anybody notice that? That's just that made no sense to me. I don't know. Maybe I'm weird, but that made no sense whatsoever. You have a contract signing for a non-title match at a pay-per-view. Yeah, WWE, what the heck was that about? That was just weird. And if that's any sort of clue as to how this Survivor Series is gonna be, then I don't know what to say. Um, Part of me wants to do my best to try to get excited about this Survivor Series, but the card itself already doesn't look appealing at all. So yeah, let's just jump right into this. So apparently on the kickoff for Survivor Series, there's going to be a dual brand battle royal. So I'm guessing I don't know how many superstars will be in this battle royal. I guess it's a I guess it's a men's battle royal, and I assume it's just a regular over the top battle royal. But the thing is, like, I guess whoever wins, is there going to be some sort of incentive for whoever wins for whatever brand that they're on? Like, I don't know. Is there going to be an incentive, like whoever wins maybe gets a future title shot on that brand? I don't know. I mean, I don't know if it's going to be something like, I don't know, 8 stars from Raw and 8 stars from SmackDown, or what. I mean, there's not really a lot of detail on this match, but we know it's the kickoff match, a dual brand battle royal. Um, don't know how many people, but yeah, I don't think there's any incentive for whoever the winner is. Just, hey, that person won for Team SmackDown or Team Raw or whatever. So don't know. Okay. Uh, we got the 5-on-5 men's traditional Survivor Series elimination match. So the two teams consist of Team Raw, which is Keith Lee, AJ Styles, Sheamus, Braun Strowman, and Riddle. Team SmackDown consists of Kevin Owens, Jey Uso, King Corbin, Seth Rollins, and Otis. Now, first of all, before I get into this, let me just say this. Me personally, Survivor Series should be about the best of both brands going at each other. And for the men's SmackDown team, I look at this team and it just looks so random. Just so random. I mean, Kevin Owens, Jey Uso, King Corbin, Seth Rollins, and Otis. That just is completely random. This doesn't seem like a team that represents the best men SmackDown has to offer. To be honest, on paper, Team Raw looks like the stronger team. Keith Lee, Sheamus, Styles, Strowman, Riddle definitely looks like the stronger team. But I just really feel like that's what Survivor Series should really be about. And just, it doesn't deliver that. And I just feel like, I don't know. It just looks weird. It just looks weird and it doesn't look credible. But this is the men's Survivor Series matchup. And honestly, looking at it, I mean, there's already dissension and conflict on Team Raw, especially between, Braun Strowman and Sheamus, and then AJ Styles, versus everybody else, trying to claim to be the leader of Team Raw. But I feel like on paper, they're the stronger team, but because of the dissension and everything, I feel like Team SmackDown is going to end up winning. Although Team SmackDown is just random. It's just completely random. But I mean, you never know. I mean, Seth Rollins and Kevin Owens have a history. So, I mean, maybe that, maybe we'll get a taste of that in this match because Kevin Owens and Seth Rollins they've been back and forth at each other in the past. So, and this is pretty much Seth Rollins' last hurrah before he takes a leave to get ready to become a father with him and Becky Lynch. But if I had to pick a team, probably Team SmackDown. Not because I feel like they're the stronger team, but because of the dissension and conflict going on with Team Raw. I just feel like that gives SmackDown an advantage. So, because I mean, looking at Team SmackDown, you really don't see anything just like there's any sort of dissension or anything like that. But it's just a random looking team, very random looking team. I originally thought it was going to be instead of Otis, it was going to be Big E, but I really don't know what they're doing there. So Otis was the Money in the Bank winner, then lost the briefcase. They haven't done anything with Tucker and Otis since. I mean, they're on different brands. And then, bam, he's in Survivor Series, one of the big four WWE pay per views, and Otis is in it. But whatever. We got the 5-on-5 women's Survivor Series elimination match. Team Raw consists of the women's tag team champions Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax. We have Lacey Evans and Peyton Royce and Lana going up against Team SmackDown of Bianca Belair, Ruby Riott, Liv Morgan, Natalia, and Bayley. I gotta be honest with y'all. Um, I mean, having Peyton Royce and Lacey Evans replace Dana Brooke and Mandy Rose. Seems like it makes the team a little stronger. And I know they got Nia and Shayna, the tag champs. Um, Team SmackDown looks like a team that could potentially get along, even with Bayley claiming to be the leader and whatnot. But to be honest with y'all, and this is gonna royally, royally suck, but I just have this bad feeling. I have this bad feeling that one, Lana's going to be put through an announce table for the 10th time, number 10, because it just seems like it's going to happen a 10th time. And secondly, it would not surprise me if Team Raw won this match with Lana as the sole survivor. It would not surprise me. I do not put it past WWE to do that. And if they do that, like I have a bad feeling that they will, it's going to be the most disappointing thing ever. For Lana to go through all that week after week after week, Samoan drop through an announce table currently 9 times, which I do think it's going to happen a 10th, and end up being the sole survivor in a team Raw victory. It's just going to be the most disappointing, dumbest thing. But I do not put it past WWE to do that. And I just have a bad feeling that's what's going to happen. I really do. So, yeah. Not looking forward to it. And I just have a bad feeling that's what's going to happen. We got the United States champion Bobby Lashley versus the Intercontinental champion Sami Zayn. I mean, honestly, it's not really a match I'm looking forward to. Not really a match I care about. I don't even think it's going to be much of a match, if you ask me. Either either Sami Zayn is going to get squashed, or some way somehow Sami Zayn is going to outsmart Bobby Lashley and get the victory. Either way, it's going to look really, really dumb. Either way is going to look dumb. So either Bobby squashes Sami Zayn or Sami Zayn outsmarts Bobby Lashley. I think either of those two will happen in this match. We got the Battle of the Tag Team Champions from both brands. We got the Raw Tag Team Champions, the New Day, versus the SmackDown Tag Team Champions of the Street Profits. I mean, on paper, this is pretty much a dream match. And I mean, it's nice and all. I just don't feel like it's I don't even know if it'll live up to the hype, to be honest with you. Just with the way that they've been building it. But I mean, I feel like it could potentially be match of the night if they get plenty of time. If they let them work. This could potentially be match of the night. Because I mean, on paper, it's a dream match. It really is. But it's interesting. It's definitely interesting. Um, can't really pick a winner from this. Really can't. But I hope they get plenty of time in this match. I really do. Okay, we got both women's champions going at it. We got the Raw Women's Champion Asuka going against SmackDown Women's Champion, the Boss. Sasha Banks. First of all, we've seen this matchup dozens and dozens of times, especially this year. I mean, they recently had a match at SummerSlam where Asuka won back the Raw Women's title. Um, and of course, this is just champion versus champion. No titles on the line. I mean, this has potential to be a great match, because I mean these two have great chemistry together. But here's my thing. Now, for those that know me well, know I'm a big Asuka fan. Big Asuka fan. I'm a big fan of the Joshi wrestlers from all over the world. Big fan. And I know Sasha Banks finally won the SmackDown Women's title. She's a champion again. And I want her to have a credible title run. Because Lord knows, outside of her NXT title reign, she really has not had a great number of main roster singles titles run. She hasn't. Here's what I think about this. As much as I will be cheering on for Asuka, because, she's my girl, I really honestly think it would be good for Sasha Banks to win this match. But I got a bad feeling that Carmella's going to interfere and cost her the match. But here's why I want Sasha Banks to win. We all know to this day, Sasha has yet to pin or submit Asuka. Of course, we know that she won the Raw belt from her. Of course, it was via countout. But Sasha has yet to pin or submit Asuka. I really feel like if you want Sasha Banks, who just won the blue belt, you want her to really be credible and a threat as a champion without there being any penalty to Asuka. I think this is where you have Sasha win. Beat Asuka legit. Because, I mean, they're already on two separate brands, so it's not like they're meant to cross paths outside of Survivor Series. But if they're going to build Sasha Banks to be a credible threat of a champion, they need to start making her look that way. And I feel like this is the best opportunity that they have to start, even though this is non-title, no titles are on the line. Have her pin or submit Asuka and help make Sasha Banks look strong so that she can have a legit title run that will last at least a handful of months and not just like 20 days or less or whatnot. She needs to have a legit title run. She hasn't had a legit title run since NXT, if you ask me. So I think this is good. And like I said, with Asuka, this won't be that big of a hit on her because one, no title is on the line. Two, I mean, Asuka already has a great win percentage. And three, they're on different brands. They're on different brands. So, but ultimately, I think Carmella's probably going to interfere. But I would be down to see Sasha Banks win this match, legit, over Asuka. I think it needs to happen. I really do. So we'll see. We'll definitely see. And then finally, you have the WWE Champion Drew McIntyre versus Universal Champion Roman Reigns. Why there was a contract signing for this, I have no idea. But I will say this. I mean, this one this one's tough to call. Because on one point, you want to keep Roman Reigns as a strong heel. But on the other hand, Drew McIntyre just won the WWE Championship. And like I said, I know that there's no title on the line. This is just champion versus champion, no title on the line. But, the winner is going to have really, really big momentum. But honestly, I don't know. A big part of me says Roman Reigns will win, only because I don't see him taking an L right now. I really don't. I really don't see him taking an L. I hope I'm wrong, but I just don't see Roman Reigns taking a loss right now. So, I mean, I'll be cheering for Drew, but I just have that feeling that Roman is going to win. But honestly, that's that's all that I have. I mean, that's the card. That's the card. Like I said, not a great pay-per-view card. And like I said, this is Survivor Series. This is one of the big four pay-per-views a year for WWE. Because I mean, the big four are Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, SummerSlam, Survivor Series. So yeah, it's just a very lackluster card. But anyway, that's all I have. What do y'all think? What do y'all think of this card? I mean, what are y'all's predictions? I mean, what matches are you hyped about? What matches do you think are bust or just a waste of time? But yeah, like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you don't miss a video. Thank you so much for watching. This is Blitzball Champs signing off. I will see y'all next time. Everybody continues to have a blessed weekend. Laters.